Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are talking all things Barbie makeup, as you might be able to tell from the pink accents today. So if you are interested in talking about some different pink Barbie themed and inspired makeup and seeing how I created this Barbie look, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I upload videos twice a week. It's totally free to subscribe and I would love to have you back again on the channel and chat with you in the comments. I'm also running a giveaway right now on one of my other videos. I'll leave that linked if you haven't seen it, so make sure you enter the giveaway. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in and get into the Barbie makeup. All right, so to start, I've just done my base here because to me, Barbie makeup is pink, of course, and it's really mainly three things. It's the eyeshadow, it's the blush, and it's the lip. So those are the three things I'm focusing on in this video. So I'm going to be using some shades from the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Into the Night palette. If you have this one, here's your chance to bring it out again and live your Barbie fantasy. I've not seen the movie yet, but I'm going to. I really want to go in theaters and I would love to wear my Barbie outfit for that. You know, we've got the iconic Barbie ponytail for this video up in a scrunchie. Here's the palette and you might be able to guess what shades we're going to focus on. Now if you don't have this palette, there are plenty of palettes that you're just looking for a punchy pink, really. I recommend the Pure X Barbie collab, or really a lot of Barbie's collabs with a lot of brands you could go with. Also the Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dreams has some really nice pinks in it, so if you're looking for pink eyeshadows, those are just a few of my recommendations. So I'm taking the shade Neon Lights just a little because it is very bright, and I'm going to use that as the matte that I put really in my crease and just like framing the entire eye with that shade. I'm going slowly and building because it's kind of a bright shade that while I want it to be Barbie and pink, it surely could get out of control too quickly. So I want it to look, you know, classic Barbie and elegant Barbie and not clown Barbie or just, you know, too carried away and not, you know, good to wear in public going out to lunch after this. So I want to be able to wear it in public. Let me know in the comments down below, have you seen the new Barbie movie yet? I really would love to know your thoughts on it. Everyone I've talked to so far who has watched it has nothing but positive good things. People have told me it's funny, but also that there were like emotional parts. And I've watched so many interviews with Ryan Gosling talking about his Kenergy. Like, I'll be honest, I'm watching it more for Ryan and Ken than Barbie at this point, but I feel like that's okay. So I am doing a little bit of like a darker Barbie. You could definitely go for a bright pink shimmer. I'm gonna use Top Shelf right here, which is a little bit deeper. Like it's almost, I don't want to say it has a black base, but it is a bit deeper because that's just my preference of the type of Barbie I would be. So I'm just gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna concentrate this on like the outer 2/3 of the eye. I'm not going to take it all the way into the inner portion because I am going to put something else there, but I'm just going to work this up to the crease where I put that neon pink until they look like they blend pretty well like that. And the fact that this is a deeper shimmer means, you know, that's partially why I didn't put a deeper matte on the outside, because I felt like this Top Shelf shade would provide plenty of dimension and depth for the outer corner. And I am not using a glitter primer with this, but you certainly could if you wanted it to be even poppier. But I think Glaminatrix's shimmers do a pretty nice job of sticking and looking very reflective and foiled on their own without having to give them too much of an extra tacky base to stick to. I do use eyeshadow primer though. I did put that down before I even started with the mattes, but I do that with every single look that I do, not just this one. And then I'm gonna take Happy Hour, which kind of looks a little orange, but it's got mostly pink reflect in it, and I'm gonna put that just in the very front part of the lid here to lighten it in this portion. And then I'm gonna take a little tiny brush here, and I'm gonna take that same Happy Hour shade and put it in the inner corner as well. I don't want a super harsh, like a black really, so I'm gonna use Nightlife, which is actually kind of like a blurple color, and I'm gonna take an angled liner brush, and I'm gonna use that just to give me a little bit of a liner right here at the base. Now here is the eye look. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that Barbie would be wearing a falsie. I'm personally not going to be today. I'm just gonna do a little bit of lash curling and mascara, and then we'll move on to the cheeks and the lips. And here are the eyes done. What do you guys think? Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the cheeks, and I have a lot of pink blushes. Now, if you have it, it was limited edition, so I'll start with this one because it's not what I'm using today, but if you have it, here's a reminder to pull out from Unearthly Cosmetics your glowing blush palette. They did this Surrender blush palette in their Valentine's Day mystery boxes this past year, and hello, this Middle Romantic blush, like, let me swatch a little on my finger just so you can see how pink and delicious it is. That's a shimmery blush. So if you want something pink and shimmery, that's your way to go. If you have any other recommendations for people, by the way, of pink makeup, leave it in the comments below. When it comes to matte blushes, one of the most pigmented blushes I have is from Likely Makeup, and it is the Clown Blush Palette. So if you want a pink that's a little like pinky purple, it's not quite as cool toned as like the Dior, you know, cool toned iconic pink that has been viral lately, but there is more of like a cool toned pink, but that one is not what I'm gonna go with today either. And then these two I think are the most pink. So we have the Nude Prism Blush Palette from Lunar Beauty. And I like these blush palettes because I do like to mix blushes, and you have options. But you can probably guess which one. That one is the Barbie pink, in my opinion, of this particular palette. And then the Super Barbie palette, okay, from Jaclyn Cosmetics, the Rouge Romance. This one is Rouge Affair. They have a different one that's more like reddish orangish tones. That's so hard to say. But then we have this one, and this one is the most Barbie in my opinion. So that's what we're gonna do today. I am going to start with Forever, this deeper one, and I'm gonna kind of marry it back towards my jaw where I've placed my bronzer. And then I'm gonna put a little bit, I think, of Dainty. It's got a little bit of a gold reflect in it. I'm not sure that you can see it necessarily in the pan, but those are the ones I'm gonna go with on my Rephr number 4 brush. And I am not gonna go very heavy because these are also quite pigmented. Like, I barely dipped it in and you can already see it starting to develop back there and be very potent. So buyer beware. If you don't like a really pigmented blush, this one might not be the way for you to go. I feel like the Lunar Beauty one is a little bit more buildable and not so poppy potent in your face immediately the way the Jaclyn Cosmetics one is. Just in case you were looking for something and kind of wondering what the differences are. So I'm just building that up so that I want it to kind of like somewhat in this region marry a little bit with the eye look. I haven't been taking my blush all the way up to like the brow bone, you know, fully 80s style, but I definitely like that more like high blush lifting technique to help me look youthful, you know, just help me look a little younger than I am. Not that I'm like old by any means, but you know. Now I'm switching to Dainty, and that one's gonna be going a little bit lower and in the front part. And I don't bring my blush that far in here. I usually keep it pretty far out. And then I usually do just a little bit on the sides up here. See how it's like not totally connected to the eye there, but it's still like somewhat wrapped around that region. I don't typically do the full like over the nose blush either. I don't feel like that's very Barbie. Oh, right here with this look, that's Barbie right there. Oh, it looks so good, you guys. I did not do a trial run of this look, so I've had it planned out in my head, but you know, it's coming together nicely the way I envisioned it in my head for sure. I feel like this makeup looks even better if you have like a self tanner on or something like that. It just gives it like a bronzy pink look in my opinion. Oh, so nice. Okay, and then to be the piece de resistance, or however you say that French, you know, the cherry on top. Need I say more? Now this is pretty poppy. I think my eyes are slightly more cool tone than this. It might match this pink color. Okay, this is from Ace Beauté and it is from their Palettopoly collection. I think it's the only bright pink I have. So if you have other bright pink recommendations, leave them below. I'm gonna try to not make this too crazy opaque. So I just applied a little in the middle and I'm gonna try to spread it around a bit. Okay, sorry to talk much or show too much of that, but just like a bold red lip, you really have to get in there and be careful of clean lines. Don't forget, if you mess up, you can always take a little, just like a flat brush with some concealer and you can clean up your edges if you mess up. But, poppy, okay. Very Barbie. Let's zoom out and chat. So here is the full look. What do we think, guys? I'm kind of like spooky Barbie today because I've got the pink, but it's black and pink, and it is Jack and Sally, because The Nightmare Before Christmas is just my favorite. So yeah, here is my take on Barbie. Let me know what you guys think of the look. What pink makeup are you loving? What are you thinking of the movie? All of the things below. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.